Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and we are back yet again for another McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse news update. We're going to be talking about some upcoming figures today that will be hitting pre-orders roughly very soon, depending on when you see this video, of course. But it is, again, 3 figures that there might be some things in here which, truth be told, I would say it's nearly there, or they're adjacent in terms of the looks. And, well, you have to also kind of think of, they're reusing bodies, so they're doing their darndest, we'll just say that, to kind of match the styles or what you see in the comic. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But, of course, that's what we're going to be talking about here today. Before we get started, as always, I will have affiliate pre-order links down in the description below. All the usual places, no matter what time they go up. Amazon's been kind of lagging in some cases, or they sell out really fast. But rest assured, links will be down in the description below when everything goes live. So to kick it off, we have one of the newer type Batman family members in the form of Batwing. This is going to be Batwing version 2.0. There are so many different costumes for Batwing. The one prior to this and now this one, they're okay-ish. I would say that the prior gray is cool, even though it's a very simplistic figure. This one has a little bit more chutzpah going on, that kind of thing. He's all clad in black. He has the Batman logo, which kind of, we'll say in a way, Batman Beyond digitizes itself into the costume. It's nearly there. Even though, largely, it's pretty much the exact same figure we just got, but now all clad in black with some glowy-ish bits. There's a little jetpack on the back. It has that blue flame that you can remove. Not much in the way of accessories, if anything. You got the wings. Those will go up and down. It's just okay. It really doesn't do anything for me. I feel I already have Batwing. I kind of like the other gray version better, but if it's something for you, if it's something you desire, I'll put those affiliate links down in the description below. Now, to move on, we have the next figure up, and like I've said, always, you can't have a McFarlane DC Multiverse wave without a Batman figure, and of course, we are going to be getting an all-black Batman with the huge Kelly Jones ears, which I absolutely love, and they are labeling this as Batman Troika, which, and I've said this as I've been kind of reporting on it and talking about it, it is Troika, kinda. It's kinda Troika. And I think the problem with it is the body type that they've used. They have the elements, don't get me wrong. They have all the spikes and everything else. They have those cool Kelly Jones ears, right? That is so cool. In fact, I would not mind seeing that reused on the normal, what we've come to say is the normal Batman body, because I think that one works better. Now, it is, in many ways, some of the covers for Batman Troika, which, yes, this definitely does match. However, I would say that the Kelly Jones ears is not exactly what I think about with Troika most of the time, if that makes any sense. But it is accurate. So I think of Kelly Jones in terms of just 90s cool looking stylized Batman, the ears, the capes, all those weird jagged, where is his body? How is it moving within the context of him? But Troika, to me, while it is all the black and it has kind of a, we'll say, goldish yellow belt and the smaller ears, that's, to me, how if you said it's Batman Troika, that's how I would see it. So that's where I feel like an alternate head portrait would be great, or would have been great, because you just get a couple hands, you get the oversized battering. It's the usual. Again, yes, he has all those spikes. He's got them on the legs. How does he sit in the Batmobile? How is that functional in any way, right? But at the same time, it's something that I feel might be better left for me in hand to really get a good grasp on it, because, again, pictures don't always do everything justice. You can see something here and you go, yeah, it's a kind of sort of maybe for me on this one. But I am curious to know what you guys out there think about this. Is it entirely Troika? Is it kind of a mixture of Kelly Jones's artwork, emulating because of the body type with Troika? That sort of deal. So I'm curious to know because, like I said, I think it should be an all-black costume, perhaps with a green, grayish type cape, smaller ears. That's what I would think about with Troika, but at least he has all the spikes. And then to round it out, the third and final figure, and we're going to do this in order. We're going to talk about this for just a second before we get to the figure, because Nightfall, Knight's Quest, and Knight's End are three very different elements to the entirety of the Nightfall storyline. We didn't used to call it the Nightfall trilogy. I've seen that being tossed around, but it's the Nightfall storyline in totality. Nightfall, Knight's Quest, Knight's End. Nightfall deals with Batman getting his back broken, and then Jean-Paul Valley kind of messing around with the gadgetry that would eventually become the first version of his suit. So Nightfall into Knight's Quest, which we can clearly see here. And I would love it if McFarlane Toys would redo this figure as well. We just got that all black version. That again is another Kenner homage, because it would be really cool to see again this Nightfall / Knight's Quest Batman. Because as you go from Knight's Fall into Knight's Quest, Jean-Paul Valley started adding to the suit. So he starts getting a lot more bulky, things get more jagged, and he becomes more of that robotic suit. We say the Optimus Prime helmet, stuff like that, where he's kind of going above and beyond. And that kind of concludes Knight's Quest into Knight's End. Knight's End is when he's gone total robot suit. He looks like a madman. And then Knight's End, as he falls into the flame and everything, becomes the red version of that suit. So the red version is kind of the Knight's End, right? Because it's the whole alluding to things, Azrael, red, Saint Dumas, that whole deal. So that's where you get the red costume. That all being said, this is a Kenner action figure homage. It never appeared in the comic. The suit did, the idea, everything in what you're looking at is the Azrael armor suit, but this color scheme was purely a Kenner homage, and that's what McFarlane Toys is doing, no matter what you want to say or how you want to argue about it. My God, Facebook, what are you doing sometimes? That being said, this looks awesome, and I want it. Out of all three of these we're talking about today, I love this because it's just cool. And it was a really well done figure. The spikes worked in the back. Nothing was loose. Everything was functional. It was a fantastic McFarlane figure. It is one of the best McFarlane figures that they have ever done. And now to have it in this Kenner homage color scheme. Say that one more time with me. Kenner homage color scheme. Golds, reds, blacks. Doesn't come with many accessories, although this picture would kind of allude you to think you are getting a bunch of stuff, but no, those are just the blades that go on his back. But it's really, and I've seen this many times, especially on Facebook and everything else, all those other comments aside, but this harkens back to a lot of people's nostalgic places with the 90s and Kenner and Batman and everything that the Legend of Batman toy line did, and it's fun. So I think that this one will be well sought after. It's just cool looking. That's all I really got for you. But remember your Nightfalls, Knight's Quest, and Knight's Ends, because it's very important. Very, very important when you talk about this old storyline. So that is going to wrap it up for my quick look at 3 upcoming DC Multiverse figures. Will we see any platinums? Who knows? Maybe we will. It's kind of up in the air. Again, as always, if you are interested in anything we've been talking about here, I'll put those affiliate pre-order links down in the description below. And until the next one, thank you all for being here. I will talk to you guys soon. Adios.